What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB, back in the building, back with another video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, guys, let's get into this one really quickly. This time, Terence Crawford strikes back at Errol the True Spence Jr. Guys, this one's getting good. This is a highly anticipated fight. I think it's going to rival the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao fight. And people are really getting excited for this one, and it's just a breath of fresh air, in my opinion. You have two guys who are just the best at what they do, and it's possible that we're going to get this fight sometime at the end of the year. Now, let me do a recap really quick. They've been going back and forth a little bit on social media. Now, after the fight, the Ugas fight, Errol Spence Jr., you know, he was interviewed, and he said that he was coming next for Terence Crawford. He wanted that WBO belt. You guys know that's his goal, to become undisputed at 147 before moving on, I guess, to 154 pounds. After the fight, Terence Crawford did tweet congratulating Errol Spence. And he said, no more talk, no more sides of the street, keep my belts warm, I'm coming for him. So he said that. Now, the last few days, Errol's been posting memes on his Instagram, on his verified Instagram. The first one he posted, guys, was the depiction of the shark that looked like a Grim Reaper there. And he was going from door to door, collecting the belts. He had already, you know, he had the fighters on there that he defeated for the titles. Kell Brook, Showtime Sean Porter, Ugas, who was the latest victim. And then he was at Terence Crawford's door, looking like he was knocking on Terence Crawford's door, but he hadn't got the belt yet. And he posted another one where he was in a grocery store shopping, and he had 3 belts in the cart. He had a grocery list. He had all those fighters that he defeated name checked off, and at the bottom of the list he had Terence Crawford's name, and it hadn't been checked off yet. Now, Terence Crawford, not one to shy away from stuff like this, posted his clapback today. He responded to one of those memes on Errol Spence Jr.'s on his verified Instagram, and I know I put the I put the response up at the beginning of the video, but I want to read it to you guys who didn't really get to read it. And I got it written down here. It says, I love the energy. Keep it up. I'm going to smash you. Then I'm coming for your cheerleader at Twin Charlo. That's if he wins his next fight. Savage. Now, you know, you guys know Jermell Charlo is the stablemate of Errol Spence Jr. They both train with Derek James. I think he has a fight coming up with Brian Castano. I think it's May 15th, if I'm not mistaken. It's the rematch. I did watch that first fight. I thought that Charlo lost the fight. Even though I'm a big Charlo fan, I watched that fight. I thought he lost the fight. The pressure that was applied by Brian Castano just seemed like a lot for him. He kept moving back to the ropes, and it just looked like it was a fight that he could have won, but he just, you know, something wasn't clicking there. And I thought Castano pulled it off, but of course it was ruled a draw. Now, Terence Crawford's been talking about going up to 154, facing off against Jermell Charlo. If he didn't get this fight, I guess if Errol lost the fight to Ugas, I think that was going to be his next move. He was just going to go up to 154 and get a shot at the belt there. I guess whoever wins this next fight. He's savage, guys. Terence Crawford, I'm going to tell you, if there's one guy Errol has to worry about, is Terence Crawford. You know, I know a lot of people thinking, you know, after watching Errol Spence destroy Ugas, that he's going to be able to just do that to Terence Crawford. And I just, honestly, guys, as much as I like Errol, I really don't think that's the case. Terence Crawford is one of the most technically sound fighters, just a complete fighter that I've ever seen. Fighting on his front foot, fighting on the back foot, just a great thinker in the ring, and he has one-punch knockout power. This is going to be the ultimate test for Errol the True Spence Jr. And if anybody can derail this train, like I said before in the last video, is Terence Bud Crawford. Not saying that he will do it, but it is very, very possible that he will be able to pull this off. And the thing about Errol Spence Jr., you guys know he has power as well. His power, I don't think he has one-punch knockout power, but he has that power to break you down, and he is just relentless. So this is going to be an absolute war, in my opinion. I can't wait for it to go down. I don't even think negotiations have started yet between the two, but I'm hoping it does, and I hope we get this fight by the end of the year. So let's see where all this goes, guys. Who's next to strike another verbal blow on Instagram or on Twitter? Probably going to be Errol next, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But it's getting good. It's getting good. You guys tell me what you think about what Terence Crawford had to say to Errol Spence Jr. You guys tell me who you think's going to win this fight when it takes place. Let me know in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.